took the liberty of writing down the 11 scientists and engineers who've either gone missing or been found dead under mysterious circumstances in the United States over the past 2 years, and I have it right here. Number 1, Amy Eskridge. She was found dead in June 2022. She was the one who came out and said she was being targeted and followed and then was found dead not long later. She was researching anti-gravity propulsion systems and electrostatic propulsion systems. Number 2, Michael David Hicks. He was found dead in July 2023. He was researching Earth space observation systems, so things like near-Earth objects and comets. Number 3, Frank Maywald. He was found dead in July 2024. He was working on planetary robotic systems like the Mars rover. Number 4, Anthony Chavez. He went missing in May 2025. Not much is known about what he was researching, but he had clearance at the Los Alamos National Lab. That's where they do the nuclear stuff. Number 5, Monica Reza went missing in June 2025. She was working on orbital communication systems. Number 6, Melissa Casillas went missing June 2025. Again, not much is known about what she was researching, but she did have very high security clearance at Los Alamos National Lab. Number 7, Stephen Garcia went missing August 2025. He was a nuclear weapons engineer. Number 8, this one's fairly close to me. This is Jason Thomas. He was found dead in a lake in January 2026, but went missing in December 2025 when he left his house without his wallet or keys for no reason. He was working on chemical biology and experimental drug development. Number 9, Nuno Loureiro was shot dead in December 2025. He was working on plasma physics and fusion science. Number 10, Carl Grillmare was found dead in February 2026. He was researching exoplanets, stellar streams, and near-Earth objects. And finally, number 11, William McCaslin went missing in February 2026. He was the director of the Air Force Research Lab. He was working on advanced military research and development like hypersonics, directed energy systems, and advanced propulsion tech. Now, normally I'm not one for conspiracy theories unless they're absolutely airtight. I feel like speculation doesn't help anyone with anything, but when you start to get 11 points that create the same line, I feel like we're leaving speculation land pretty quick. This feels like the beginning of a movie where I end up running through a field and hiding in a barn while there's aliens above me. And that's because I'm the main character in my movie. You could also be the main character in your film where you're running through a field. Or maybe you're in the pod. Maybe it's a short film. I don't know, but this is not looking good, guys.
For those people out there who don't believe in conspiracy theories, I know that you are starting to have a change of heart with this one, right? So I keep hearing everybody say that it's 11 missing scientists, but it's actually only 6 missing scientists. 5 of them are currently deceased. The ones that passed away, they were all, except they said one was self-inflicted. But she was the first one, coincidentally, that started these scientists off missing or passed. And she also contacted the media and tried to warn people that she was being followed and harassed. Here's her story.
Yesterday I told you about 10 scientists that were either all dead or missing, right? And they're all connected to space-time manipulation technology. There's an 11th. Her name was Amy Eskridge. She was 34 years old and she lived in Huntsville, Alabama, which is quite literally NASA's backyard. I was just there. Anyways, both of her parents worked for NASA. Her father was a plasma physicist, and Amy, she was researching gravity modification, which sounds like science fiction until you remember that gravity is space-time, right? Einstein proved that. If you can modify gravity, you are bending space-time itself. That's not fringe, people. That is physics, right? She founded something called the Institute for Exotic Science, specifically to bring this research public. And she said, and I quote, "If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices. If you stick your head out in private, they will bury you." She said that in 2020. 2 years later, she was dead. Official ruling was a self-inflicted gunshot, right? No police report released, no autopsy findings made public. Then a retired UK intelligence officer investigated her case and submitted his findings to US Congress, right? His conclusion, it was not a... He documented multiple attacks against her, including someone using a DEW against her, which is a direct energy weapon, and it left burns across her entire body. FBI initially showed interest, and then they dropped it. The Institute of Exotic Science dissolved shortly after her death. The website went dark. The research, it's gone. 10 scientists that I showed you yesterday, all connected to the technology that could change how we move through space. And now, number 11, the woman who was working on the foundational physics underneath all of it.
Didn't we tell this 3 years ago that we kill people for this? Is she not listening? What is she doing? She's still doing it? What? We told her we were gonna kill her 3 years ago. So I have these two different scenarios floating constantly in my life where I have people being like, do it, you're the one, do it. And then I have multiple people being like, they're gonna kill you. Don't do it. They're gonna kill you.
What happened to Amy Eskridge? She is now one of the 11 missing scientists that we've been hearing about lately. Compared to the other missing scientists, Amy's story has a lot more layers of strangeness surrounding it. Anti-gravity technology, human beings from 52,000 years in the future, disclosure, and other strange topics.
Just before her death in 2022, Amy Eskridge had announced plans to present her groundbreaking work in anti-gravity technology. The 34-year-old had been openly experimenting in the field and founded a research company called the Institute for Exotic Science to establish a more public space for developments in anti-gravity work. Her death from a supposed self-inflicted gunshot wound has long been questioned since she had expressed fearing for her life at the time. She worked closely with her father. According to NASA, Richard Eskridge is a retired engineer whose many projects included novel work on a system to propel spacecraft with high-speed plasmoids. In speaking with him, Eskridge dismissed any link between the death of his daughter to the 10 other scientists who mysteriously died or gone missing over the past few years. All had links to government secrets and programs tied to military defense and UFOs. Richard Eskridge did not want to be interviewed, but he told me on the phone, scientists also die just like other people. Nonetheless, suspicion abounds.
Her dad works for NASA. Of course he wouldn't speak to the camera. He's probably in on it too. He probably knew his daughter was going to spill the beans and allowed this to happen to her. That or he's scared he'll be next. R.I.P. Amy, a real one trying to take these fools down.
Missing scientists with access to classified stuff, nuclear material, aerospace, they've all gone missing or turned up dead. Based on what you've been briefed, what do you think is happening here, and do you think that this is connected or totally random?
Well, I hope it's random, but we're going to know in the next week and a half. I just left the meeting on that subject, so pretty serious stuff, but we're going to be done. Hopefully, I don't know, coincidence, if you whatever you want to call it, but some of them were very important people, and we're going to look at it over the next week.
Deep down, you know he's not, but also a part of you really wants him to look into this. It is ridiculous that this happened. Honestly, my take on it is the 5 who are missing are probably the ones that later on are going to come back and have some type of alien abduction story. The other 6 who passed away, I think that they were just collateral damage. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do not let this story go away, y'all. We need answers. This is not normal. This is really history unfolding right before our very eyes. This time period will be in the books. And y'all have a good rest of y'all day.